Hey, Mr. Smith Garage at Bugorama 90. So this might be the last Bugorama. So we're just gonna do a quick peruse, show you what's going on, and go through the cars. right, so that was a quick walk around of the car show event for Mr. Smith Garage. Had somebody in line to pick me up a t-shirt. We'll see if I end up getting one or not. Thanks, Scott, for doing that. And then I think that's about it. I'm gonna sign off and just do some walk around in the swap area and maybe try to find my t-shirt. Thanks for joining me, Mr. Smith Garage. Subscribe, like. I need to get to 100 subscribers so I can get a new camera. Thanks, guys.
Steve Phillips, right side. Redding, California, the WolfGang Enterprises dragster. Brett Matney, left side. Vancouver, Washington, 2300 cc. The Volkswagen power on the left-hand side. Steve Phillips absolutely annihilates the tires as he didn't do a burnout. Pro modified. Eric Calabrese, or Calabrese, maybe, and Jason Fuller. Calabrese, left side, the Red Baron out of Simi Valley, California. Does not have an official qualifying run on the sheet right now. He's over on the left-hand side. Right side, Jason Fuller out of Dayton, Nevada. J Bros Racing. On board for the right-hand side, 2,200 cubic centimeters, Volkswagen power. That's the name of the game this weekend. Currently sitting number 2 on the qualifying sheet with an 11-second pass, so definitely not ideal. Looking to improve by a ton here. And Calabrese left side without a single pass on the sheet yet, so this will be his first and only shot at qualifying. Trying to get on the number 1 spot in the qualifying order. Left-hand side on a solid pull there. Gets a little sideways at half track, has to lift. Meanwhile, Fuller goes 893, 957 miles an hour. Definitely improving on his last pass. That'll shoot him to the number 1 spot by 0.4 of a second, puts him in front of Brian Marvin. Calabrese will get on the sheet with a 986.2. However, that car is capable of way faster than a 986. He was out in front of Fuller there until about half track, got a little sideways, had to lift. And now Brian Marvin. Clackamas, Oregon. Just got bumped down to the number 2 qualifying spot. 130 with a 060 foot. 596.0 short time. Quarter mile says 933.2, 145 miles an hour, and he will stay number 2 in Pro Mod. Moving on to our Pro Eliminator quarter mile class. This is a bracket racing class, so they're going to dial their own indexes later on for round number 1, but for right now we're just going to qualify based off reaction time. So after they leave the starting line, you'll see numbers pop up down there on the scoreboard. That's their reaction time. Whoever can get the closest to a perfect reaction time, which is .000, is going to be our number 1 qualifier. Here we go. David Stoffel, Michael Bora. Don't matter because they're all going to run together on their own personal indexes later on first round. Michael Borba on a solid rip, 11.62.7, 115 miles an hour for Borba. Stoffel on the left side goes 12.32.9 to the 106. Eric Barusa in Grants Pass, Oregon. Gets down down through there on the long track. 12:62, 102 miles an hour. Steve Pottersay and Tony Medeiros might have something to say about that. Pottersay on the left-hand side. The Pottersay Brothers Racing machine over there in Fair Oaks, California. Tony Medeiros on the right-hand side out of Chico, California, up there near Shasta Mountain, or Shasta Mountain. Pair of 2,300 cubic centimeter motors. For a 007 starts pretty darn good. Pottersay not bad even with a 017 reaction time. Medeiros goes 14:48.4 at 96. Pottersay 14:58 at 99. John Martin and Tony Moraci. Martin left side, Moraci right side. Everybody's starting to find the tree now. Yesterday it wasn't too stellar, but so far we've had a 007, a 017, and now a 033 reaction time. Martin, 11:71.1, 116 miles an hour. Moraci, 12:34.2, 106. Jim Baltzer and Dwayne Mills. Baltzer on the left side, Pine Grove, California. Dwayne Mills right side out of Arizona. All the way from Arizona is this little blue car. 12:30 with a 207 miles an hour for Baltzer, 12:19.5 at 92 miles an hour for Mills. Bill Keithley, Stephanie Bracey. See the little negative, the little minus sign on the scoreboard means she was 18 thousandths of a second red on the starting line. 11:82.7, 111 miles an hour for Bracey. 14:16 with an 8 at 91 miles an hour for Bill Keithley, and that will wrap up Pro Eliminator. So we have the two bracket classes, Pro Eliminator and Sportsman Eliminator. The only thing that separates the two is ET, so 12:99 and faster in the quarter mile is the ET break for Pro Eliminator, and then 13 flat and slower, you're going to be in Sportsman. Quarter in the bus on the right-hand side of the El Dorado Hill. He's going to get there first. 15:36.6 at 85 miles an hour for the bus, and then Friel will get there eventually. 20:33 with a 9 at a blistering 65 miles an hour. Cruz Garay and Amos Moses. Garay left side in the little sand dune buggy. Amos Moses right side in the Carmagia. .64 at 94 miles an hour for Moses, 14:84 at 89 miles an hour for Garay. Michelle Copeland, Dorian Impey. Your next two, Copeland on the left side out of Encinitas, California. Impey on the right-hand side, Hayward, California. Dorian Impey 14:30 with a 7 at 91 miles an hour. Copeland 13:74.2 at 96. John and Jesse. Singler left side in the Carmagia. Jesse right side, and I think that's a rabbit. 14:70 with a 3 at 93 miles an hour for Jesse. 15:33.0 at 86 for Singler. Demetrius Holoquin and Kaimi Coonrad. Coonrad left side out of Reno, Nevada. Holoquin right side, Shingle Springs, California.
That oval looks like it should have been faster.
13:48.97 miles an hour for Coonrad. Holdequin 13:88.1 at 94. This could be the slowest drag race of all time. Ron Aquilina, Melissa Demick.
10-second race.
They'll get there eventually.
Oh, okay.
Not even interstate speed limit speeds. 23 flat at 59 miles an hour for Ron.
That's great.
24.61 at 54 miles an hour for Melissa. This is a set index class. There are 3 different indexes you can shoot for within the super combo category. 10.05, 10.90, or 11.90. You gotta pick one of the 3 indexes, and it's basically a bracket race from there, so gonna qualify based on closest to the index. Jim Martin left side out of Browns Valley looking for 11.90 on the scoreboard. Mark Lawless right side in the Carmagia out of Visalia looking for 10.90. Big wheel spin here for Mark Lawless. And he's going to get it down there fast, quick, and in a hurry. Looking for 10.90 on the board. It says 10.94.1, 121 miles an hour. Not a bad rip there for Mark Lawless. John Scherger and Ron Vanderschaft on the 1 and 2. Jim Martin is going to stay number 4 for the time being. He went 11.95 on that 11.90 index yesterday. Scott Sebastian, Adam Dimmick, your next 2. Sebastian left side, looking for 10.90. Dimmick right side, the Fibercraft Hot Rod out of Reno, Nevada, looking for 10.90. Dimmick, your number 6 qualifier currently. Scott Sebastian down there at number 9. Whoa, right side, barely keeps it off the wall. Close to that right side wall, stayed off of it. Meanwhile, Scott Sebastian through there, 11.37.3, 121 miles an hour. Dimmick has salvaged the run somewhat for 13.28 at 122 miles an hour. Yeah, you don't really want to get that friendly with the guardrails here because they don't play nice. David Bendig and Mark Thompson going to be your next 2. Bendig on the left-hand side out of Santa Ana, California, the Bendig's Garage Machine. Right side, Mark Thompson. Lucerne Valley, California, for Mark Thompson. Both looking for 10.90 on the scoreboard. Bendig number 16 on the sheet, Thompson number 8 on the qualified sheet. Slowing down a little bit, he went 10.70s yesterday, looking for 10.90 now, looks like he's lifting. Scoreboard says 11.32 for 115 miles an hour there for Mark Thompson, 11.46.6 at 108. So Bendig is going to shoot up to the number 10 spot, and Thompson going to stay number 8. Chris Thompson, Rodney Adams, Brown left side out of Antelope, California. Adams right side out of Turtle Rock. Adams number 13 qualifier, Brown number 14 qualifier, both looking for 10.90. Brown looking good, better than his best yesterday. 10.90, how about 11.09.8, 117. For Chris Brown, and Adams 12.44.2, 116. So Chris is going to move up to the number 6 spot. Adams, number 14. Ashlyn, Sacchetti, Anton Walker, your next two. Sacchetti left side out of Whittier, California. Anton Walker right. Walker, your number 5 qualifier currently. Sacchetti sitting number 8. Both looking for 1090 on the scoreboard. Tell you what, Sacchetti's looking real good here. Survey says 10:58.3. Goodness gracious, 124 miles an hour. Way too quick for that 1090 number. Anton Walker, 11:03.2 at 125. So Walker gonna stay 5. Sacchetti gonna stay 8. And that brings up John Scherger and Marcos Palmquist. Scherger left side, Ontario, California. Palmquist right side out of Downey, California. Both looking for 1190. Qualifier over there on the left side went dead on. The number was a 6 yesterday. Can he do better than that? Survey says nope. 1197.6 at 108 for Scherger. He's going to stay 2. Palmquist 12:14.4, 104. And that's going to wrap it up for Super Combo. So going back to the bracket race and looking for best reaction time. Ryan Smithson and Brian Houston. Smithson left side out of Paradise. Houston right side out of Chico. Couple of buggies. 778.2 at 86 miles an hour for Smithson. 809.2 at 81 for Brian Houston. John Laminos, left side, Castro Valley, California. Right side, not on file. I don't have any information on homeboy over here in the white buggy. Left side, 798.1 at 86 miles an hour. Time there for Bernal, not bad. 776.9 at 85 and 775.0 at 86. Stephanie Bracey, Richard Kidd. Bracey left side, Kidd right side out of Grants Pass, Oregon. Miles an hour and 11:22.0 at 70. Well, hey, you know, that's why it's testing. So that is going to wrap up our...
Hey, I'm going to do a quick clip here, just to kind of follow up from Bugorama 90. I was just there and have recently got home and just wanted to do a follow-up on some things that I ended up picking up at the swap, which I didn't even walk through the swap with the camera. And so thanks for watching this clip with Bugorama and the car show. But I wanted to kind of let you know a few things that I got at the swap, because you never know what you're going to get. So one of the main things that I was looking for were parts for this engine that's going to go into Jack, the 81 Vanagon. And so here is my cache of items that I received. I'll walk you through some of these. So we ended up with a dash cover with the plastic cover that goes kind of over the brake fluid reservoir that's underneath the dash. I did get a ignition holder, so And here is a rear door latch with cable, with a couple other pieces, the hinge, the hook, which was great. I got 2 electronic distributors. Not sure if they work with the vacuum advance and the vacuum retard. Not sure if they work, but we're gonna hope that they do. I got a steering wheel horn item without any broken hooks, which this one's black. My stuff's all brown, and all these are black, but I'm hoping that they will all work. Got some, I think maybe just one, or I'm not sure if these are the same, but for the windshield wiper covers, I just happen to be missing one. So, oh, this also goes with the door, and then let's see, I'm gonna put that over there. These are seatbelt covers, and that's some kind of an engine ventilation part. These are the rear or the front door vents, and then these are also door jamb vents. Some cup holders that I could even put those in the Porsche if I wanted to. And then this is what I'm hoping will be great once I pull it apart. I really needed the fuel injected wiring loom for California emissions, and it looks like I've got most of the parts here. It doesn't have some of the pieces, but I think I might have those other pieces already. So, and it's got, a throttle body, an EGR block, a couple of intake pipes, the fuel injectors, which we'll have to pull those out and see if they're any good, and even the stainless steel fuel injection pipes, the warm air injector, lots of good parts. I'm gonna hope these distributors work. I'm gonna clean them up, put them in my Jill, the white 82, just to see if they work. We're gonna run, and Jill just recently started having a problem with the back door mechanism. So I don't know if it's just a spring or what, but that's why I kind of picked this up, thinking at least I got another spring set. So once again, the next thing that we're going to be working on here on Jack is the rear suspension. I ran into Burley and some other folks from the Dub Nuts Club down at Bugorama, and so should see some of those VWs in there that they took down for the show. And anyway, that's it. I do really appreciate your watching the videos that we put out, and I hope that I can continue to do that for you. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, so tell your friends, tell your brothers, your sisters, anybody that maybe is into like garage type stuff, including air-cooled Volkswagens, and maybe Sea-Doos. I've got the 1990 Porsche 944, any of that kind of stuff. They might be interested, or if they're just looking for a channel that might be able to help them to take a nap, because I've been told by Mrs. Smith that sometimes she can fall asleep to my videos. So, and I'm okay with that. So subscribe, like, and enjoy the channel. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.